Hey student, watch this video and learn 3 idioms with the word picture. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for joining me on another English lesson. If it's your first time here, consider subscribing because from Monday to Friday, I post different kinds of English lessons, listening tips, vocabulary, phrasal verbs, grammar, common mistakes, and so many other things because I want to make sure that you become a better and more confident English speaker. So consider subscribing. Anyways, let's dive into the content. 3 idioms with the word picture. Well, there are many idioms with the word picture, but I decided to pick 3 that are very popular and native speakers use, okay? So here we go. Keep someone in the picture. So when you keep someone in the picture, and here I got the most popular meaning, there may be another meaning of keeping someone in the picture, but I'm gonna focus on what is really important for this lesson, okay? Now, to keep someone in the picture is when you keep someone informed, you keep someone up to date, you keep that person involved in something, okay? Maybe you have you're planning a birthday party, a surprise birthday party for a friend. Then you talk to some people, and then your mother asks you to keep her informed because she wants to know all the details about the birthday party. So she asks you, hey, son, hey, daughter, keep me in the picture. I want to know everything you're doing about the surprise birthday party because I want to help. So that's the idea. So you keep that person informed about what? About what you're doing. You know, maybe you have something you're doing and that person wants to know about that. So you keep that person informed. You keep that person in the picture, okay? 2 examples here. I will be going on vacation next week, but this deal is very important for the company. So keep me in the picture, please. So what's the situation here? Maybe you have a manager or your boss, okay? And your boss is going to travel. Hello, because bosses deserve to go on vacation. They work hard too. So maybe your boss is going to travel, but there is a very important negotiation, a very important deal, a very important project. So although he's going to travel, he asks you to keep him in the picture, keep him informed. About what? About the deal. What's going on? Are you talking to the customers? Are you talking to the suppliers? So he wants to know. Even though he's on vacation, he wants to be, he wants you to keep him in the picture. He wants to know about all the details. He wants to know about everything. So keep your boss in the picture. And this happens a lot. I remember that when I worked at the bank, the first bank I worked at, whenever my boss traveled, he asked me to keep him in the picture. So I sent him messages, emails, I told him what was going on, I gave him some details, I forwarded some emails to him. I kept him in the picture because he was the boss. He needed to know anyways, okay? Awesome. The next example. Hey, you forgot to copy our manager? Are you kidding? She hates when we do that. She always asks us to keep her in the picture about everything that is going on in the department. So again, here is a business example. Well, 2 business examples actually. You have your manager and she's the manager of the department, so she likes to be kept in the picture about everything that's happening. So she always asks the people, the employees, to keep her in the picture because she wants to know about everything that is happening. She wants to be informed. She wants to be in the loop, okay? So this is a very popular phrasal verb, idiom. And even though I gave some business examples, you can use this in other situations too, okay? It's popular, it's not formal, okay? Awesome. To get the picture. Simply to understand, okay? Easy. Piece of cake. Well, to understand, but to understand the real meaning of a situation. You don't need a lot of explanation. You get it. You get the picture, you know? So maybe the person is talking and explaining, and the person doesn't want to explain everything because that person believes you understand. You get the picture. Okay, you understand it and you don't need a lot of explanation. You don't need more explanation about something. All right, so maybe let's imagine I'm talking to my business partner. Hey, I give a lot of business examples today. Yeah, I had some business students today. Maybe that's why. So maybe I was with my colleague and she was explaining to me what I had to do. Before she finished, I interrupted and told her, hey, you know what? I get the picture. I will start working on the reports, and if I need help, I'll call you, girl. So that's the idea. I understand what you're saying. If I need if I need anything else, I'll let you know. So I get the picture. Okay? Another example. Say no more. I get the picture. I will leave you alone. Let's put a context into this phrase. Maybe it's let's see, husband and wife. The husband arrives. He goes to the kitchen. The wife is there. And then the husband starts talking and talking and talking and talking. And then the wife looks at the husband and says, really? I had a bad day. The husband is very intelligent and he says, say no more. I get the picture. I'll leave you alone. So he understood by the context, by the look on his wife's face, she was not really doing very well. So he got the picture, you know, and he left her alone. So this is very popular, okay? Many English learners, they get a little confused when they see the word picture in phrases. Most of the time they think of the word photo, as I posted, as there's an image of me, like an icon with the photo, you know, with the camera, but it has nothing to do with photo. So be careful with that. Just because it's a popular word doesn't mean it's the meaning you think it is, okay? And this happens a lot with idioms in English. And hey, make sure to hit the like button because that way I understand that you are enjoying this lesson. Anyways, final idiom of the night, the big picture. You know, I have a story about that. One day, I made a post on my Facebook and I was angry. I don't remember why I was angry, but I remember that I posted that people don't see the big picture, that it's important to I think I was talking about politics, and I was angry that people didn't see the big picture about the importance of understanding politics. And I remember a friend, she's not really my friend, but she was on my Facebook. We're like, I know her, she's an acquaintance. I remember she posted, what big picture? Just because it's a big picture for you doesn't mean it's a big picture for me. I got so angry. But that taught me a lesson. I never posted anything else about delicate subjects on my Facebook. Anyway, so the big picture is the whole situation. All the perspective about a situation, about something, of an issue, of a situation. So you're not analyzing something partially. You are looking at the big picture, at all the situation. Okay, so for example, I maybe many people talk about pollution and that we can't use plastic or we can't use this or we can't use that. And I'm not saying I'm against, I'm not, okay? But we need to see the big picture and understand all the scenarios so that we can make better decisions. Because if we just say, no, you can't use this, you can't use that, you can't use this, what are we going to use? So we need to analyze the big picture and then come up with solutions to a problem, okay? Now let's take a look at some examples. I know you are having a difficult time, but focus on the big picture. This is a good company. The first months are hard, but it gets easier, I promise. So let's imagine two colleagues, okay? Two colleagues are having a conversation and one is not happy. He's having a difficult time at the company. You know, everything is very difficult. But then his other friend tells him to focus on the big picture, on all the situation, because he's working at a good company. And after a few months, it's easier, it gets easier. So he needs to focus on all the entire perspective of a situation. Maybe what he is living right now doesn't represent the big picture, all the scenario, okay? Now, John is really angry about being assigned to a different project. He can't see the big picture. So here, hey, I really focused on business today. I don't know why, but I focused a lot on business examples. So John was working in Chicago, okay? And then he was assigned, they gave him another project in New York. And he's not happy. He's really angry that he was assigned to a project in New York. But then his friends that are on the outside, they think John he can't see the big picture. You know, he's really competent. He's gonna be very helpful in New York on this project. So he needs to see the big picture, you know, the entire situation, the entire perspective of this situation. So that's the idea of big picture, okay? Now, as I said, just because I am posting more business-like examples, they don't mean that they're for business at all. The example that I talked about on my Facebook was not about business. It was about politics, okay? And here, you really need to focus on understanding these idioms. They're very important. They're very popular, especially the big picture. You know, you don't see the big picture. Native speakers use this a lot in movies. Oh my God, I cannot emphasize how many times I have seen this in movies, okay? Other than that, my friends, I want you to come back here in the comments as usual and let me know which one is your favorite. Which one is your favorite idiom? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Other than that, thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye-bye!